Hello everybody, welcome back to ToxicateTV and let's play Broken Sword 2 The Smoking Mirrors. We just arrived in the museum and there are, a few things to look at, but let's just go this way first. What we can see here is a barrel, there is a chart, and probably want to have or something. Right. There we are. Let's go this way.
March 20th, 1670 fix. Engaged frigate off Fan Salvador? It was garbage. Huh. I guess being a pirate didn't require too many academic qualifications. The passage went on to describe how Ketch had got wind of the approach of a fleet of English ships. It seemed the new governor had not shared his predecessor's views on Ketch's activities. They were out for his blood. Sailed to that place where I made secure my fortune. I returned safe in the knowledge that the governor shall not discover that which I had hidden. For is it not writ that 'tis easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle?
Well, is that so? Let's look at the chest.
Surprise!
Who are you?
What the? Who are you?
I'm Emily.
What were you doing in there, Emily?
Hiding. What are you doing here?
Grown-up stuff.
Grown-ups? I'm never gonna grow up, I'm not. You shouldn't be here. What's your name?
I'm George.
Pleased to meet you, Jaws.
George.
Jaws?
Jeez.
Make your mind up.
Okay, you're not gonna help me, are you? There's a quill that we need to pick up. Of course, things that we can pick up, we should probably
That
pick
might come in useful. In ticklish situations.
Right.
What you doing, Jaws?
I'm just borrowing this feather, that's all.
Why?
I might be able to make use of it.
You gonna steal it? That's bad. I'm gonna tell on you.
No,
No, you
do that.
don't.
Why not?
Well, because I'm not stealing, just borrowing.
Yeah, that's the difference between being a thief and being someone who plays an adventure. Let's look at the portrait.
Captain Frederick Ketch, 1570. Around his neck was a cross. Maybe he was a part-time pirate. The portrait might have
Something
made
like
a nice
this.
souvenir, but it was too large to carry.
Right. You can see that Emily is actually, she's a descendant of Captain Ketch, so she actually wears that cross, and we want it.
Why don't you run along and play?
Aunt Mina told me. Stay out of mischief.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to stay indoors, does it? On a beautiful day like today?
There's a storm coming.
Oh, nuts. You don't know that.
I do so. I can see the whole world from the window.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, like I said, I'm busy.
About that cross that you're wearing.
Cross you're wearing, Emily,
It's my lucky Jesus cross.
it's just like the one Captain Ketch wore.
Uh-huh.
Can I borrow it?
Uh-uh.
Come on.
What would you trade for that cross, Emily?
A puppy.
Well, I don't happen to have a puppy in my pocket right now. Can you think of anything else you'd trade?
Don't know.
Right, so she wouldn't try, we need that cross, of course we do, for later. Also, he doesn't know that, but we do, apparently. We have a quill, and the quill is there to bother the cat.
The cat made short work of the feather, tearing it into a blizzard of small pieces.
Right, now, let's pick it up. Feather shreds. Stupid cats, I hate cats for the most of it. Let's go down. We're gonna meet a new friend or an old friend down there, I think. Hi Rio, what's up? What's the habs? Still no fishes?
What do you give to a small, irritating girl who asks about everything?
Try a conch. Delicate colors, interesting shape, and when you put it to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Yeah? Why's that?
Usually because you're standing next to it.
Cool. Have you got one?
Yeah, but I promised it to my sister. She well vexed with me.
Right.
Why is your sister mad with you?
Well, last night, when I got home with our supper, she went wild. Rio, she said, how come all you ever catch is puffer fish? I'm sick of puffer fish. What I want is tiger fish. So don't bother come back home till you catch one, boy. I don't see how I'm gonna catch no tiger fish. All I have is a fishing pole and a worm.
Well, why don't you just take these feathers?
Hey, this is just what you need to make a fly.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Let's hope them tiger fish hungry. A deal's a deal. Here's a conch.
Great. Since we helped him, he gives us a conch that might be very useful in trading it with Emily or something. So I'm no fisherman, so I don't really know how he's supposed to know that these feathers are actually helping to catch tiger fish, but that's the riddle. That's what it is. Right? So, let's go back. Let's try if she wants to trade the conch, which is actually a pretty good name for a freaking seashell. With a cross. Maybe she wants to.
Here, I've got a conch. Would you like it?
Dunno. Aunt Frost told me never to take presents from strange men.
I'm not a strange man.
Then why are you called Jaws? Jaws? That's a stupid name.
I'm not called... Look, conch, pretty. Swap for the cross, yes or no? Right, this thing's going out the window.
Okay, we'll do swapsies.
Swapsies. Oh dear God. Alright, thanks for talking. There are a few other things that we need to pick up. Especially that lantern. We just borrow it again. I mean, like,
Holding that
totally.
lantern, I felt kinda biblical. Like Jesus or Florence Nightingale.
Or the dude from Amnesia the Dark Descent. Whoa. No, you need to pick up the frickin' lantern. And I think you need to put it into the pen holders. Let's get the frickin' lantern, please. It's on the inkwell. There we are. That's where it fits.
The lantern fitted so precisely in the inkwell, it could only be deliberate.
What you doing now, Jaws?
Knock it off,
Eating your
Leah.
face
There's
off.
something you ought to know. I don't buy cute or lost puppy. I've put the lantern in the inkwell. See? It fits.
Why?
Because it was cut to fit.
Why?
Because sneaky old Captain Ketch made it that way.
Why?
What is with all the questions?
'Cause I'm interested.
Why?
Great.
'Cause I have the insatiable curiosity of the young.
Why?
All right, truce.
That's how you trick a kid into doing that. Not again anymore.
Okay. I've had my hands on an historical document. Now what?
You put it on the desk, dude. What else? Jeez.
The chart fitted exactly into the recess on the top of the desk.
Right.
What
And
you doing now?
Grown-up stuff.
I doubt that.
I'm putting this old map on the desk
What you doing that for, Jaws?
because it was obviously intended to fit in this recessed area.
How'd you work that out?
It's obvious.
bam. Alright. Now the cross. The cross comes into the pen holder, and you probably will be reminiscent of, I don't know, Indiana Jones movies, maybe. I would sure think
Ketch's
so.
cross slipped snugly into the pen holder.
Duh.
Before you ask, I've put your cross in this little hole in the desk.
Why?
Impulse mainly, with a dash of irrational intuition.
Silly. Only women have intuition.
The lantern cast a strong light over the desktop. The light cast a shadow of the cross. And the shadow fell precisely over a small, unnamed island shaped like a skull.
Duh, dude, that's apparently Skull Island or Dead People Island, or if
That
you
must
want
be
to,
it. Ketch's Treasure Island.
Zombie.
That's Zombie Island. It's a bad place.
No kidding? Well, bad place or not, that's my next port of call.
Can I come too?
No.
The hell you can.
I never get to leave the house.
Sure, you're a kid. I mean, like, why would you ever want to leave the house and play football or baseball or whatever you want to play? Right. So, we only know one person on this frickin' island that has a boat right there and is willing to help us, so we're probably gonna ask Mr. Rio if he wants to take us to this place.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Sure.
Would you take me to, Zombie Island?
In this weather? You're mad, man.
The rain will keep the zombies indoors. Just say I did meet a zombie. What would you do?
There ain't no zombies on Zombie Island. At least, not anymore. It's uninhabited.
Good. What do you mean, not anymore?
You still want to go?
I guess.
Well, I ain't had no luck with them tiger fish. And with the mood my sister is in, I'll be safer with the zombies.
Really? Well, let's go. I knew that boat had a purpose. The purpose of swimming on the water. Yeah, that's how things work. Alright. That one actually looks like something on the left here. Looks like Dirtle Door is in England.
So, this
Look it
was
up.
Zombie Island. Somehow I'd been expecting something more sinister. Come on, Rio. Let's find that treasure.
No, thanks. I'm staying right here.
Oh, come on. You said yourself there's no zombies left.
Yeah, but that was while there was a big pile of seawater between me and this place. All me have now is this little bit between the boat and the shore, and I'm hanging on to it.
Really? Let's look at the boat.
Rio's boat was strewn with fishing nets and tackle.
Right, and there's that cliff that we
The cliff was steep.
can't climb.
Too steep to climb without handholds.
Right. Now, we
And
have
I
a
couldn't
buddy,
find any.
Rio, can you help us with that? Wait. Wait. I think you need to look at something else first. There we are.
It was too high. I couldn't get up there.
Right. Now you can talk to Rio.
Could I borrow your net?
Yeah, man, no problem.
Not like the net is super expensive or something. But yeah, whatever.
You planning on catching some fish?
Nope.
No.
I'm after a big rock.
Sure. So let's use the net with the, where is it? Rock outcrop, so we get up there.
Well,
Ta-da-da-da.
here I go. Wish me luck, Rio.
Good luck, George. Watch out for the walking dead.
Sure, I will. Meanwhile, back in London.
I stumbled down dark stairwells for what seemed like forever, until suddenly I found myself, wow, in an abandoned London Underground station. This place must have been closed down decades ago.
It sure was. There's the vending machine.
The machine needed to be fed a coin before it would operate.
Well, for that matter, we have a hair clip. we are.
I pushed the hair clip into the slot and whatever was stuck there disappeared into the machine.
No, it didn't. Coin rejection slot, that's where it is.
I pulled out an old English penny.
And...
The tray was empty.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you can use a coin now with the coin slot. Of course. I mean, like, super apparent. Let's get some
An ancient bar of chocolate dropped into the tray at the bottom of the machine. And as a special bonus, the penny dropped through to the reject bucket.
Great. Now I can get the penny again.
I pulled out an old English penny.
An old English penny. Alright, so, let's do something that a woman would not ever do. She would use a weighing machine in public.
I put the old penny into the slot. The needle twitched rustily and the machine spat out a card.
Right. What does it say?
The weight was in imperial units. It meant nothing to me. The card also had my fortune on it. A family quarrel will turn out to your advantage.
Really? 13th Street? Oh, does not really help. And there's the cupboard that you can't really open, so you need a dagger to open it.
The blade of the dagger just fitted between the door and the soft wood frame. The door gave slightly and then held firm.
Right.
My fingers were too big to reach into the tiny crack.
Right. That's why you use the card. Like?
I remembered my student days when I regularly forgot my house keys. A wiggle with the thick card between the frame and the lock, and the latch lifted.
Right. We have a button that we push.
The train was my ride out of there. I could worry about not having a ticket when I got to the docks.
Right. And that's, kids, how you hold up a train. Gee, you're getting old, man. You're getting so old. Right. So, here's where it gets a bit confusing. You have two paths to the right, one the upper and the lower path. What we first want to do, let's go this way, I think. Let's take the upper path first. Come on, George. Right, so there are some reeds that we need. Right, and there might be another exit area right there. And this thing takes a while to get through because he usually walks out on this way and whatnot, so be prepared for 5 minutes of walking. And I believe if you never played this game, you would probably be stuck in this swamp forever and a half. Right. There's another exit somewhere around. Let's see. Wait, let's go back. Maybe there was something that I need to do. Oh, sure. Yeah, there's a lair. What you need to do, you need to use the reeds with a lair, so you can't get something out of it.
The end of the reed had been neatly bitten off. Now I knew what was living in there. A long-toothed, snarling, furry wild thing.
Right. Now, let's go left. That, by the way, just sharpened our thing, so don't worry about things we do. It has total sense.
Hold
right?
on. I've been here before.
Yes.
Haven't I?
You have. You need to exit left. Right. Ugh. We've actually been here, I think. Right. Where is the exit? I think it is here. Ugh.
Ah! Stay cool, Stobart. It was only a bird.
Yep. A bird. Maybe a pterodactyl, who knows? Oh, let's see. You can only go this way, I think. Jesus Christ. Right. So we're on top of a hill, and well, let's look at the initials.
Initials carved into the stone read F.K. Frederick Ketch had been here.
Right. So yeah, we seem to be at the right place. Not quite yet. We need to get somewhere else, and I'm gonna find out where that is next time. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.